Today is a YouTube thumbnail renovation for a YouTube channel called Copywriting with Caroline. Caroline's thumbnail stood out to me as having so much potential. Let's walk through all 4 of my recommendations for her and get some bonus tips and tricks sprinkled throughout. Welcome to the Canva classroom, everybody. Let's get started. This is actually the template that Caroline started off with, and it's called Most Attractive YouTube Thumbnail. I gave her 4 recommendations. I didn't want to overwhelm her. If it were mine, I would increase the Instagram logo. I would add a shadow effect to her image. I would use fewer words. I would add a texture to the background color. And we're going to go through it just like I did when I helped her with her thumbnail. And I'm going to change the background color to the one that she has in her branding. The second thing I will do is writing. Be sure to check out Caroline's channel. I've left her link in the description below. Now let's get the colors right here. Change the black to the pink. We'll change this to pink. We'll change this to white. One thing I'm going to recommend here is to make everything as large as you can. So I'm going to take this and make it larger, and then take this, copy style, and paste it to that. And then for this, there's a little white line. It's a little hard to see, but I'm flattening it to make it as small as possible so that then I can enlarge it in the box. It's so big. And let's change it to the pink. I would not have the lift effect on this pink and white background. I would just go with none. I think that that's going to have a better look. And I'm going to take this and actually enlarge it a little bit. That might be a little, all right, let's shrink it. If I'm going to use arrows, we're going to make them a little bit smaller here, and I'm going to send it backwards so that it's behind that. Do the same thing here. Texture background. Go to Elements, type in grid. That's how you get a grid there. And then for this one, I chose a black texture because I wanted to darken up that blue just a little bit. And this one is called Black Texture Dark Slate Stone. It is one of my favorite dark textures. I think it looks really nice by itself, but to let that blue peek through, decrease the transparency, and do you see, it just makes the background a little more interesting. We're going to click lock, and that just prevents things from trying to take over. Here it's not taking over, but if this was unlocked, then it would try to take its place. Instagram. Here it is. See, you had it pretty small. I would just make it larger and actually slide it on an angle and put it behind the person. Here's the original thumbnail. I'm going to go ahead, edit image, remove background so that I can have your picture. Apply. We're going to put you on the side here. The bonus tip number 2. I can tell that you took a screenshot from your video, and that's going to be really low resolution. Always take a photo. Even if you just have 5 or 6 photos that you've taken at one time and it's not necessarily what you're wearing in the video, a photo that you've taken, even if it's just on your phone, it will be less pixelated, less grainy when you blow it up. And with this image, I have to blow it up because your head's cut off. I'm going to send you backwards for a minute because I want to move this actually and see what that looks like when I bring it to the front. Yep. I'm trying to, all right, here we go. Actually, that's kind of a cool look. It gives the Instagram, I kind of like that actually, but we're going to send that back. Lock it. and bring you back here. Now, the other recommendation I gave you was about a shadow. And I gave you the shadow based on where she would be placed, which is the top right. But since you're placed a little bit differently, what I would do is edit image, shadow, drop, and I probably would do top left instead. I might even give it less transparency and give it a blur. I think that looks great. Writing engaging captions. Let's look at it small. Writing engaging captions. I think it looks fantastic here. You will see that this I did make a little bigger. The writing and captions is bigger. So let's go with that too. We're going to enlarge that. And then while I'm at it, I will go, I copy styled. We're going to duplicate that one. All right. So there we go. Writing and engaging captions is a little bit larger. I don't know how set you are on that color, the blue, but you might have a better look if you use the black, even if you just use the texture high like this. I really like the way the pink pops off with the back there, but it's really up to you. Everyone's branding is uniquely theirs. That's what makes YouTube so interesting, and what I love and like someone else might not, but I think that this really stands out. What I recommend for you is to create your color. Whatever your color is, if this is your color, then I recommend going, okay, here's a grid. Okay, here's my color. And then deciding what transparency level you would like. And then downloading that as a PNG. And here you go. Here's your letter, your number. For me, it would be page 10. And then if you put it in your uploads folder, it's there as one complete image, replace background. And at this point, you can start working things in. You can always have this standard background, and you don't have to go through the process of adding a grid, changing it out each and every time. When you're looking at a template, make sure that you also view more by the artist and see if there's anything else by that artist that you like this one. If you haven't already, be sure to check out this lesson on how to design a YouTube thumbnail, because towards the end, I share with you how to upload a custom thumbnail in your YouTube Creator Studio. The link will be in the description below. Comment below if you want to see more thumbnail renovations like this one. If you like this Canva tutorial and want to see more like it, be sure that you are subscribed and comment Eureka! Check out the recommended lessons in the description, and I'll see you next time. Bye.